注意書きなのだ。重要なのは2番なのだ。始めるで。ファイアソングのプロローグクエストだぞ。
You received my letter then. Thanks for coming. Ah, you got my letter? Thanks for meeting me. My good friend Dulif of the Mages Guild is in danger. I can't protect him from the fire song on my own. A circle of druids that usually stick to their own island. Lately, however, they've been turning up all over and attacking people. I hoped I was done with them after Earth and Root Enclave. But Dulif spotted them while investigating a lead. I'm a historian. Dulif's helping me trace the movements of the druids of Galen after they left High Rock in ages past. I'm not familiar with this land, so Dulif went on ahead. Now he's in trouble. Can you help? I'll find a way to reward you. According to Dulif's letter, he headed inside here. We need to find him before the fire song do, if they haven't already. Root and Thorn! Let's hurry and get inside. I'll hang behind just a bit and watch your back.
次の目標までカット。
Over here! Just getting a charcoal rubbing of this tablet.
Dulif! Ifri's grace. The fire song didn't get you.
You know better than to worry about me, Laurel. But look, I found something.
Fill in our friend. I'll keep watch back here. Looks like I was worried about nothing. Dulif has weathered far worse storms than a handful of fire song. Still, those druids are ruthless. I feel better now that we're all together. Talk to Dulif. See what he's found.
Good to see you again, sailor. When I sent Laurel that letter, I never expected you to be the capable help she'd hire. You're just in time, too. I managed to give the Craven Fire Song the slip long enough to find this. An ancient tablet. The carving's as old as Tawaka's tale, but the symbol at the top represents the Druid King. And the pattern suggests some sort of ritual. But I'm not sure about the other three symbols. Weirds, maybe? No idea. Earlier, I met with a Beldama Weiris. Thought she might know something about why the Druid King visited the Weirds before leading the Druids to the Sisters. She needed time to recall the stories, but remembered this tablet and sent me to examine it. No idea. That's why I made this rubbing. Why don't you take it to the Beldama camp near the Weird Tree and show it to Weiris Tola? Maybe it will help her recall any stories about Weirds and the Druid King. Druid Laurel and I will meet you there. The camp is just to the west of the Beldama Weird Tree. I'll stay with Druid Laurel and make sure she gets there safely. Let's hope the Weiris has remembered something, or can at least tell us more about the carvings on this tablet. I'm not entirely sure. When I asked her about stories concerning the Druid King and the Weirds, it was the first thing she remembered. Like the Druids, they mostly keep an oral history, so this tablet must have special meaning. By sand and seas. If they are, they've been looking in the wrong place. After I wrote to Laurel and gave them the slip, I haven't seen them since. But they're still out there. I can feel them in the wind. We might look an odd pair, but Laurel and I go way back. She pulled my carcass out of the sea after I shipwrecked off the coast of Galen. Had the Stone Lord Druids take care of me. After that, I stopped being a pirate and charted a new course. I owe her more than just investigating the path of the Druid King, but she's my friend. She showed me that there was more to the world, more to me. And after what happened at the Enclave, Fire Song dogs. Them being here can't be a coincidence. I've been busy. Druid Laurel runs a tight ship, but I'm always happy to help. Speaking of help, thanks again for assisting me at Graven Deep. Never would have found that old logbook, not to mention getting out of there alive, without you.
We'll meet you at the camp shortly, friend. I want to take a look at this tablet first. Dulif and I will meet you at the Beldama Weird Camp. I just want to examine this tablet first. That's definitely a drawing I've seen used in connection with the Druid King before. Hopefully the Weiris can tell us more about the rest of the tablet. Another Druid! Are you with them? Stay back!
What happened here?
Druids! Call themselves the Fire Song? They attacked us! Blight and thorns! Please, friend, talk to her and find out what happened.
Lass looks pretty shaken up. But why would the Fire Song attack a band of peaceful Wirises? Did they follow me? Did I lead them here without realizing it? Go ahead and talk with Wiris Jocelyn. Ask her where the Elder Wiris is.
Those blighted Fire Song attacked the Beldama Weirds. Just like they attacked my people at Earth and Root Enclave. Speak to Wiris Jocelyn. Find out what she knows. I don't think she trusts me, and I can't say I blame her. Druids! They attacked us! Took Wiris Tola, hurt so many others. I don't understand why they did this! First, those druids arrived in force. Call themselves the Fire Song. And now you show up with the mage who spoke to Wiris Tola and another druid? Are you here to attack us too? The Fire Song leader, Archdruid Michiel, demanded that Wiris Tola come with him to open the... How did he phrase it? The Druid King's ritual site? When she refused, they attacked. They took her away. No. But if you really want to help, find Wiris Tola and bring her back safely. Druids haven't been seen in High Rock since the weird tree was just a shrub. So when they appeared, we took interest. I'll mark the locations of their camps on your map. Only recently. We were curious at first, not concerned. Frankly, most of my sisters thought druids were just myths. I certainly never met one. When they started setting up camps, we just wanted to keep an eye on them. Maybe that was naive. Tablet? No, I've never seen this before. The symbol in the middle, that's similar to one we use to represent nature. And the one on the bottom left looks like a version of the Beldama symbol. As for the other two, I don't know what they mean. It all happened so fast. He said something about needing a Wiris to open the path, and I know he mentioned the Druid King and a ritual site. Things I'd never heard of until the mage arrived and asked Wiris Tola about them. Yes, Wiris Tola spoke fondly of your friend. He asked if she knew any stories about the Druid King meeting the Weirds long ago. She seemed to know something, but she wanted to consult the other elders. Maybe that's why the Fire Song took her. Fire Song camps on the mainland? We need to figure out where they took Wiris Tola.
Stay here, Laurel. I'll follow our friend, but stay out of their way. Let's go see what the Fire Song are up to. I intend to follow along behind you as you search. I'll scour the areas around the camps just to make sure we don't miss anything. Don't worry, I won't step on your toes. I'll meet you wherever you decide to stop first. Let's find Weirus Tola.
Investigate the camps. Try to find any trace of Weirus Tola, or where the Fire Song might have taken her. And if you find any Fire Song, run them through. Those path traders need to be cut down like the invasive weeds they are.
では捜索開始。
No sign of Weirus Tola. But what's that?
ガイドルイド・ミシエル、精霊は私たちのものでなければならない。あなたは隠された通路を開けるためにウィアレスたちが必要だろうが、彼らが協力しないなら、あなたの使命を完遂するために必要なことは何でもしてよい。長老のウィアレスたちが好ましい。彼女らは平均的な自然の魔女よりもっと多くの知識と力がある。通路が開き、私があなたに教えたように正確に儀式を進行した時点で、わずか数段階が残る。その後、自然の精霊と神聖な種は火の歌のものになるだろう。ガイドルイド・アレイス。
Sacred seeds. Laurel said the Fire Song were after the Stone Lore seed at Earthenroot Enclave. What does this have to do with the Druid King's visit to the Weird? So, Archdruid Michiel is taking orders from another Archdruid? Probably someone back on Ifilon. They're after some sort of nature spirit, and they need Weirus Tola to reach it. What happens when she's served her purpose? Nothing good, mate.
次の場所へ移動。
What's that inscribed there? Free? Wonder what that means. That's a weird totem. Were they studying it? And that word inscribed upon it. Free. Is that a name? Something related to the nature god Ifre? Maybe Weirus Jocelyn can tell us more.
次の場所へ移動。
Hagfen, huh? That's enough to point us in a direction, at least. Let's get back to Druid Laurel and Weirus Jocelyn and show them what we found. We didn't find Weirus Tola, but we did learn that Archdruid Michiel seeks a nature spirit and is interested in Hagfen. Not to mention that strange totem inscribed with the word free. Maybe that's enough to point our bow in the right direction.
You're back. What of Weirus Tola? Roots and thorns, confound it! What took you so long? I had half a mind to go after the two of you myself for a moment there. Did you find anything? Do you know where the Fire Song took Weirus Tola? Is she all right? Hagfen? The marsh to the northeast? Well, if the Fire Song marked a location on their map, it must be important. We need to head there and fast. I don't trust that path trader Archdruid Michiel to not hurt the Weirus. Did you find anything else? Orders? Let me see that. Archdruid Orlaith is one of the most respected elders in the Fire Song Circle. But why did she send Michiel here to get a nature spirit? We have plenty of our own in the archipelago. Anyway, is that everything? Interesting. We druids use totems and fetishes in our rituals. Does this serve a similar purpose? And what's this word inscribed here? Free. Never heard of it. We have no other choice. We need to see if the Fire Song took Weirus Tola to Hagfen. The mark on the map is quite clear. Shouldn't be too hard to find that spot in Hagfen. I wonder what's there. I'm sick of being one step behind those blighted cowards. First, they tried to take our sacred seed, and now this? What does it all mean? The sacred seeds were given into the care of the 3 Druid circles by Druid King Kasserine to keep and guard until the time they would be needed. That's what the prophecy says, but the actual meaning has been debated for centuries. The dream of Kasserine. I've been fascinated by the stories of the Druid King since I read the prophecy inscribed on the Telling Stone. Of course, each of the circles interprets its meaning differently. Just one of the many things we disagree about. Who knows why those foul sacks of root rot do anything? Obviously, they wanted to take possession of the Stone Lord's sacred seed. But why they want to acquire a nature spirit from the mainland? I have no idea. Maybe we're all just chasing legends.
There's a cave near that spot on the map, over on the eastern shore. We never go there. My sisters say it's haunted.
Haunted? Great. I'll bet that's it then. We'll meet you there.
Please, you must save Weiris Tola. I don't know what you'll encounter in that cave in Hagfen, but the longer she's with that evil druid, the more worried I become. Be careful, but bring her back to us, please. That's an old, weird totem. We don't use those very often in our rituals and ceremonies anymore, but they used to be more prevalent. That word inscribed there. Free. Sounds like ancient Breton to me, but I have no idea what it may mean.
What do the Fire Song know that we don't? Dogs and sons of dogs. Let's not waste any more time. We have to get to Weiris Tola. Druid Laurel and I will meet you at this cave in Hagfen with full sails and a strong wind.
Clear a path ahead, friend. We'll follow behind you.
Be on your guard in there, sailor. No telling what the Fire Song have prepared for us. And when we find Weiris Tola, do whatever you must to keep her safe. Druid Laurel and I will follow behind and back you up.
I sense a strange energy here. The plants tremble with it. Blight, be careful in there. The Fire Song are dangerous.
中へ入って目標まで移動。
The ritual is nearly complete. The spirit will be ours soon enough.
How dare you disturb a sacred spirit of nature?
Careful, Weiris. The spirit will belong to the Fire Song. The prophecy decrees it.
Down there, hurry! Don't waste time talking to me. We need to help the Weiris. I won't let the Fire Song hurt another innocent.
That bastard! Let's get down there and give him a real fight.
ではしたい。
No! Stay back!
Bah! I don't have time for distractions. The second ritual site awaits.
Where is Tola? Are you all right?
Ah, Dulef. You and your friends arrived just in time. Thank you.
Archdruid Michiel, that unrelenting parasite. Good thing we showed up when we did. Go check on Weiris Tola. After what the Fire Song put her through, another druid is probably the last person she wants to see. Dulef and I will keep watch.
Slimy urchin. Archdruid Michiel was too much of a coward to deal with us, huh? I'm sure we'll get our chance eventually. Go check on Weiris Tola. We'll make sure the danger's past.
Thank you for coming to rescue me from that druid villain. Your arrival undoubtedly saved my life, but you were too late to stop the Archdruid from completing his ritual. I think this is all related to the stories your friend Dulef asked me about. After consulting with my fellow elders and listening to the Fire Song Druid prattle on, yes. In one story, the Beldama Weirds worked with Druid King Castlereign long ago to consecrate this place for a ritual. Did Dulef find the tablet I pointed him to? Ah, just as I remembered. The pattern depicts a ritual, though one I am unfamiliar with. The symbols represent the Druid King, the Beldama Weird, and the Glenmoral Weird, and the one in the center. I believe that's the spirit Archdruid Michiel seeks. I believe it's the ritual depicted on the tablet, but in reverse. It shows the Druid King and the Weirds consecrating a place for a nature spirit. The Archdruid's ritual desecrated this site. Now he's off to do the same thing at the second site. Not specifically, but if the Glenmoral Weirds assisted the Druid King there, then it must be somewhere in Bankorai. The Archdruid will require another Weirist to access the ritual site. Then, if he completes his spell, he can summon the nature spirit.
The Glenmoral Weird. Let's discuss our next steps. So the Druid King didn't just meet with the Beldama Weird to perform a ritual. He had the help of the Glenmoral Weird too? And the Fire Song somehow knew this as well? Blight! Was I the only one who didn't know about this? We need to stop them. As sure as rain's hands showers give rise to second seed's flowers. Let's hurry to Bankorai and find that Glenmoral camp the Weirist told you about. We need to keep Archdruid Michiel from desecrating the second ritual site.
Perhaps I can help. Let me create a portal to Bankorai. It should deposit you close to the Weird camp.
Much obliged, Weiristola. Clear skies to you.
以上、愛知県名古屋終わり。